Nice to see you. How are you today?
I'm fine. It's pretty normal.
Mm-hmm. And how was your day so far? Can you please tell me? What did you do today?
Today I think I just went. Today seems pretty basics, having nothing special at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what did you do? Basic, what that means? What is something that you do?
Um, like there's something I think I have nothing to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what will you do tomorrow?
Tomorrow I don't have any plans just yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No problem. Okay. So we will start. We have here, uh, a really nice lesson. Finally, someone who can speak really nicely. Okay. For the whole day, I used to have children around 5, 6 years old, and they couldn't speak so nice, but you can speak. So we have here writing a story. Okay, can you please read this part of the text?
Look at the objects. Write a short description of each one. What era do you think each one's come from? Who would have owned them? And what would they have done with them? What stories might they tell if they could speak?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. Now, and I will to ask you, what objects can you see here? What are some objects that you can see here?
I think I know about I think that it's I don't know what this is, but I think that I can see I think I what to give to a victory person. I don't know what this said in English.
Okay. So number
The bottom right.
right. This is a trophy.
Yeah, the
Trophy.
trophy, a jacket,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what's the first two look like. Maybe that is a phone or
Yes.
a pressure calculator.
hmm Yes. Okay, so the second one is phone. Okay, so people used to have phone. Okay, and what do you think about these old objects? For example, which of these objects is interesting for you?
Is interesting for me. So I think about the calculator, the phone in the past.
Okay, why did you choose phone? Why?
The reason why I choose phone is because it's because that's they are. I think that I'm interested in how they actually work. Because that this phone that's I don't know what how the mechanics of the phone.
hmm Mechanics. You didn't type anything. Okay, you didn't have, let's say, mechanics of this phone. You didn't, like you have a phone and you type it something. You type something. Now you need to move. Like for example, for each number you need to go. Okay, for example, it's like a circle. You used to have a circle like this. Here are numbers. Here is number one. Okay, here is number one, and here is number 0, and 9, 8, etc. So when you need to do like this. Okay, I will show you just one moment. Okay, I will stop sharing. I want to show you this, that you can see it. Uh, just one moment, please. Okay, just one moment, please. Okay, just give me one moment, please, to find it. Okay, I hope that. Okay, so this is. I think this is appropriate to see it. Okay, so Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so now you will see it. Okay, this is the phone. Okay, so you have here number one, number two, number three, four. See these numbers. How do they go? Okay, so okay, so this is connected with the wall. They show you how it's connected with the wall, and you need to dial numbers, and you will see. Just let me like now you will see. Just one moment, please. Okay, so this is when you want to hang up the phone. You press this button here. Oh, sorry, just one moment. You press this button here, and yeah, and this is what's happening. And you can call someone when you press this button. And now call one, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they 4. See, and you need the whole circle needs to go. You cannot. Okay, you need to type each number.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, and this is how you make a call, and of course put next to your ear and call, and this is how you do it. So it's a quite interesting. So see what he is doing here. wait to ring, and then when you finish, you put down this, and you're finished, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting device. I remember when I was young that I used to have this device. Okay, so what do you think when you take a look on this phone? What do you think about phone? What is your opinion?
So I think that this is kind of interesting because I don't see that a box that can like. For now, this is kind of trash because the phones have been updated since Apple was born. But you know that some old houses also have this like to represent the past and they actually work. Like this, I wonder that how the phone, like how the the mobile phone, the iPhone we use today can connect with those phones, which is kind of like interesting. And I don't even know that how do phones can like travel to countries. Like you know, I'm in Australia. When I reach Australia, I can still call back my parents in Vietnam, which is about 8,000 kilometers in distance.
Yes.
I don't know what was phone inventors that they. I don't know what the mechanics inside them that allows them to like allows them to like communicate from like far away if you have internet connection.
So because back then you didn't you didn't okay, you can call someone with this phone that I showed you. You can call someone, for example, in a foreign country without any problems, but the price of the call is very high.
Yeah.
For example, if you
it's like the phone is considered gold at the time because it was very expensive to use and even buy it, they were expensive as well.
Exactly, not so expensive. It was not so expensive to buy. You could buy it, but there was a problem if you, for example, want to talk with someone who is in USA for 10 minutes. You will pay $100.
Oh, yeah. It's like a
Yes.
ripoff. It's like a ripoff.
Yeah. Rip off, yes, but but now you can use some applications like okay, you and me, we are using Skype right now. And this application is completely free. So we are using Skype when we have a class or someone who wants to speak with their friends through Skype. Application is free, completely free. So you can use Skype, or I don't know, Zoom or Woo or Zalo, or in my country we have Viber, WhatsApp. Okay, we have these applications, so we can use these applications when we want to speak with someone who and when we want to speak free. You ask me the question, how can you actually right now you can for example, use your phone. Okay, use your phone, if you want to call someone who has this telephone that you saw it, you don't need internet. You just need, you don't actually you don't need internet at all in this occasion. So it's like you're not using internet in this occasion at all. So phone is one thing, phone number is related to one thing, and internet is something else. So you use internet, for example, for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever you want, YouTube. But this is not related to phone. You use your phone as much as you want. For example, if you want to call someone, you don't need internet. You just need to good signal, that you have a good signal to call this some of your friends or family or mom and dad.
Yeah.
So you don't need internet for that. Yes. But okay, so those are old things that were interesting. Do you know any other old things that people used to use it and not using now?
I think about like let's this. So little sometimes think. So let me see. I think that can like according to knowledge, I think that is like do you know about in the past when the phone is not very popular? Then there is like the Nokia phone that I used to be in the past. That they
Yes,
are like extremely popular and famous. Because that
yes.
at that time the phone don't exist. Phone don't exist. Which
Yes.
means that communicate is harder, or the you know about this kind of birds.
Mm-hmm.
Dove. Do you know about this thing? Which related do you know about this word?
Let me see. No, what is that?
So
hummingbee. Ah, yes.
yeah. Before email was invented, that this was the famous thing that people like used to do. And
Yeah.
before computers were as good as nowadays, to know that computers in the past is super big, like as big as a room that I'm sitting right now, but can only run 6 programs. It's very useless compared to now, but it was very famous at the time. 6 do you know that Google and Apple and Microsoft that I don't like that in the computer? Because that also like very useless, is big as a computer, but it's big as a room, but it's not serves at a multifunctional things like computers nowadays. They can only run 6 programs. They create loud sound that can create deep if heard for a long time.
Yes.
Which is like very annoying.
Yes, I know that, and they need to have really big coolers to cool down this big computer. You need to have a big cooler if you want to cool down the system. If you're not doing that, you are in the big problem. So you need to have a cooler to cool down this, and this is practically something that is okay. They invented, but that was quite let's say a problem with the cooler and everything else. Okay, so yes, I am aware of that, and this is why we used to speak yesterday. We used to speak about Steve Jobs, how he invented some products to be smaller and that people can buy them. So you now computers are much smaller but much effective.
Yeah.
So people can okay use them without any problems. Now, can you please? Oh, sorry. Okay, this is your text. Can you please read from here to here?
Suddenly, the noise of a bell rang out. Looking up from her book, Sally wondered what on earth it could be. It wasn't the doorbell, which was far less chill an incident. The son continued. Feeling a little anxious, she put the book down and walked out into the hall. She was just in time to see Alfred, her husband for 25 years, march towards the hall table. Of course, the telephone. Hello, Red Hill 2453, he announced into the receiver. How could she have forgotten the arrival of the telephone? Having been one of the first people to get one, Alfred was terribly pleased with his decision. The only problem was that they didn't really know anyone else who had a telephone, so there was no one to call them. In fact, this was the first time she had ever heard the telephone ring at all. As she thought this, she heard Alfred draw in a sharp intake of breath. Yes, she said earnestly. Yes, I quite understand.
Okay, so what do you think about this phones here? Like are they mentioned in this text? So what do you think about this phone?
So this phone is even though it's just a telephone, the only thing that they serve is a calling system. But I think that this was kind of useful at this moment when we don't have phones. Like when we don't have useful phones with tons of app and games, this was used to be the best way to communicate from far distance.
Okay, and what is something that what applications do you use besides Skype? I know that you are using Skype right now. What are some applications that you are using right now for when you want to have calls or when you want to speak with someone? So what applications do you usually use?
I use another app when I'm like when I don't have internet connection. Wait, can you wait a little bit? I'll send you the image about this.
Okay, of course.
Do you know about this image? Wait, it's this this. Do you know about this app? I think that your phone even have this app.
What is that?
This
WhatsApp?
is the app in phones that are used to like this is the very basic ways to like call when you don't have an internet connection. It shows if the only downside is that you need the phone number in order to call. So if want to call like strangers, or want to call, you need the phone number. But in Yellow or messengers, they also like they serve as both communication and calling. But these serves calling, but it's require no internet connection. Despite that, you need the phone number. Do you know that phone number in Vietnam is 10 numbers, which
10 numbers.
starts like start with 3 digits, and next 3 digits, and then 4 digits. And every part of that requires a space. That is a code. And if you don't like, if you like just one single thing off, then it doesn't serve as a phone number.
So you're using all. Oh, yes, I understand that people are using, but this is, if I understood you correctly, this is for emergency calls. Is that right?
No, emergency calls is the calls that you can make without typing your password. By just like surfing right from left to right that you access your emergency call. This is a call that you can make if your phone has battery and no internet connection required, no password required in an emergency situation. And it can like it can only call some emergency numbers. It can't serve as a normal phone like this one. So this one is like a simplified version of Messenger that don't need require internet connection. Messenger do like that.
Okay, I understand what you want to say. Okay, this is something that okay, and people which applications do people usually use? Let's say which applications do people usually use in your country? What are some applications that they usually use?
App. Yeah, I
Yes.
think that like some apps that are connecting people with people like TikTok or Facebook, Zala, like Messenger, or rarely Skype, rarely. So 5 apps like people communicate with each other that Vietnam used a lot.
Okay, so this is something that they use. Okay, very nice. And which applications, for example, okay, so those are applications that people are using. Okay, what applications, for example, your parents usually use? Your parents, your brother, do they use the same applications as you?
Yes, they are like the same.
Okay, so they are using this application. Very nice. Okay, now let's take a look. Let's continue here. Okay, from here. Okay, now can you please read this text? Okay. This part of the text.
Sally's heart started to beat faster. What had happened? As she hurried down the hall, she reached for Alfred's arm. What was it? She asked. But Alfred was too busy writing something down on a little notepad he had put by the telephone. Looking at the pad, she saw the name of a hospital. What is it? What is it? She asked, more anxious than ever. After carefully putting down the receiver, Alfred turned to look at her. Our first grandchild, he said, a tear in his eye. She just had been born at the hospital. Everything's fine. Let's go and see them now.
Okay, so this is something that happened. Okay, in this part of the text. Now we have here. Okay, now which happened. Okay, put the following events from the story in order in which they actually happened. Now, how would you put the in order here? Okay, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put, for example, you can type in the chat box A, B, C, D, E. A will something that will happen first, etc. So how can you try to do that?
Okay. So this is my order.
Okay, now let's see. Okay, can you read the first one?
First one is like clearly heard the telephone for the first time.
Next one.
Alfred answered the telephone.
Mm-hmm.
Alfred decides to get a new telephone.
Okay.
Sally and Alfred's daughter has a baby girl. And finally, Sally and Alfred went to the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, very nice. So they went to the hospital. Okay. And everything was okay. Now let's see. Okay, now can you try to, okay, so we have here this, rewrite the sentences from the story, replacing the words in italics with a different structure for ordering events in a story. Okay, can you rewrite these sentences in the chat box?
Okay.
Just one moment. I will erase this.
Well, I don't know what's like this thing actually like do. So I think you need to do the first one for me in order to I need to do the next one.
Okay. Looking up for her book, Cecily wondered what on earth it could be. So, okay, so we have here a sentence. Okay, looking up for the book. Okay, so you can rewrite, okay, a different structure for ordering events. Okay, so for example, to put in the correct order these sentences. Okay, and to put write sentences in your own way. How would you write the sentences in your own way when you want to describe what happened? You can put something from your what you think that can happen in this situation. So you can put your thoughts. You don't need to wait. So how would you rewrite the sentences in your own way? How would you try to describe these sentences in your own way?
So I think you need to like give me the first word. You know that every time I do the rewrite sentence, they will give it the first word.
Okay,
In order
so
for me to like
Cecily. Okay, so for example, I will write you. Okay, like this. You can put like this. Cecily wondered. There you go.
yeah.
Okay, sorry, I made a little mistake. What was happening? Okay, sorry, what was happening? What was happening? Okay, so this is the first one. Okay, you can rewrite your sentences.
Okay. Wait this thing. Okay. Okay.
Okay, now let's try to read.
Okay, so while he was thinking, she heard Alfred draw in a sharp intake of breath.
Next one.
She reached for Alfred's arm as soon as she ran down the hall. She saw the name of a hospital when she looked at the pad. Alfred finally turned to look at her when he carefully putting down the receiver.
Okay, okay, very nice. This is something that is really nice. Now, task: choose one of the other objects in exercise 1 or another choice and write a story about something that happened to the object. Okay, now okay, try to describe, let's say, try to describe some objects. Okay, can you try to describe some objects that you used to use earlier and you're not using these objects anymore?
So like I don't want to say, but I know about the phone only about iPhone 6. Extremely old. Extremely old. So as
Okay.
soon as as soon as I know about a phone which is extremely old and broken. It's only an iPhone 6. It's only an iPhone 6. When that's I have my phone I'm using right now is my father's old phone. Right now, sure, he's using iPhone 12. So I have another phone, but now that it belongs to my brother, and the remaining phone, the oldest, thrown away because it's no longer usable. Talk about throw away. Not actually. I just left it I just left it in my desk for months. For months. When last week, last week, when when find I think about a SIM card, right?
Yes.
Yeah, after 4 days. After 4 days, which is Thursday, my father that took out that phone and take out the SIM card. I think the SIM card is in the previous class.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so my father tried to take the SIM card out in order to put that in the phone in case it can't be fixed. And after carefully tries to open it, that is drop out nothing. Which means that the SIM card was broken, and the battery is a lithium ion is also broken as well. So we decided to throw it away after the whole 10 months of living it there, living under my desk for 10 months, and we finally gonna throw them away. So that is a memorable story about that old phone. That old phone that usually belonged to my brother when I have iPhone 8, iPhone 7. But right now that means iPhone 8 Plus, and my brother are using iPhone 7. So that's which means that for now I already thrown away, so I don't have an image of it anymore. But that was a memorable story about a phone that that seems to be useless, but about 2 years ago that looked like the most important thing for me.
Okay, very nice. Okay, and this is about technology, but did you ever had something that you used to do it, you used to use, and now you're not using some objects, not like technology objects, something that you used to do, something like chairs, desks, or something like this in your home?
I know about a Christmas tree. That is the Christmas tree. You know, they can only be used once a year. They can only be used once a year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're gonna be like
Yes.
once a year in 24 to 26th of December. So that means that right now it is broken. So my father's left it under his bed, under my parents' bedroom. It left there for 5 years. This is much longer. You know that we haven't been decorated for Christmas since 2018 because things that you know that it look very, and I would say it look very very dirty because that leaf. You know that Christmas tree also kind of spruce, which means it leaves is very dirty and it's fall, which means the decorator took a lot of time and it also only used serves as decoration. There is not for sticking them out anymore. So my father decided to left it under my parents' bedroom. Right now is 2024, so it has been 6 years since the last time we took it out. I don't even know that it's like being a, I don't know what to say, but right now it's like being a dead thing in my house. But my father decides still to keep it from now. It's been 6 years, and I don't even know how dirty it could be after 6 years not using it.
Okay, but there is a solution. There is solution. For example, when we are speaking about Christmas trees, there is solution for plastic Christmas trees. Did you ever heard something about this? Like plastic Christmas trees. Did you heard about this?
We can say again.
Plastic Christmas trees. Do you know about plastic Christmas trees?
No,
Made
I
of
don't
plastic.
know.
You have here, for example, plastic Christmas trees that are made of plastic,
Wait.
so you can use.
Wait. My family is noisy outside, so can you please go out to tell them to
Okay.
slow down a little bit?
I cannot hear them, but okay. Okay, you can go. Okay, of course.
Yeah, but I hear them very clearly.
Okay.
Okay, right now it's becoming more clear. So can you please say again the question?
Okay, I told you about plastic Christmas trees.
Wait, can you type the word in the chat box?
Yes, of course. Of course. Just a moment. Made of plastic.
Yeah, I think that the plastic are bad for the environment, but some people still using them because I think they are much more cheaper. They're much more cheaper and also more beautiful because you know that every Christmas tree right now that they're artificial because that Christmas tree are like a kind of spruce trees. Which means that they took a lot longer to grow. You know that it's only grow by a few millimeters. You have to say that they grow a few millimeters per year, which means that we can't see them from our eyes until it's make a major change from heights. But I think that opposite of it is bamboo. You know that one bamboo a day can grow the height of a 4-year-old children.
Really?
Up to 70% of a meter, which is 70 centimeters. 70 centimeters a day at its max speed. On other days, it still reach the speed of about 30 to 40 centimeters a day, which means that it can reach my height in just 4 to 5 days. Not at maximum speed. But you know that most Christmas trees, this is a kind of artificial Christmas trees. It's artificial. Because that, as I said, Christmas trees are very hard to grow. It usually took about 10 to 20 years to grow into like a average size. So people try to get artificial version of them to decorate on Christmas. But you know, wait, have you ever wondered that Christmas trees, that they are very expensive?
Yes.
Because they can only be sold in Christmas, only for 5 days, which means that Christmas trees price have to raise so high, so people who sold them, have enough money to like live in a year. And you know that's one again. I have to say about one problem when you go to Vietnam, that some person are actually raise prices so high, it's like a rip off. You know that about one person. I know about a story about a person that going to the police by like raise price so much. You know that he raised 10,000 Vietnamese dong to $10, 20,000 Vietnamese dong to $20 as like 10 to 20 times the price. So he have to go to the police and have to return triple the amount of money for that foreign tourist. Because of that behavior, behavior. Many like people now, because of the profit between currency exchanges, that they use that to like take more money from foreign tourists, just because of the beneficial just because of the inside benefits. So this is like creating a massive problem. As a shop, in a shop. You know that in the shops that are or shops or restaurants that are like in a seaside, that the prices that they go like very high. But we have to think about it. They only serve for about 3 months. They serve for about 3 months from the holiday. It is from June to September. They have to like make sure that the 3 month salary enough to like serve them for a year, which 9 months remaining. So the price have to go 3 times. It's such another reason why we can complain about that. Because that the travel season is only 3 months between the 3 of the summer holiday. So people have less work to do. Like that.
Okay, so yes, I understand what you want to say. So now let's see. We have here. Okay, this. Okay, I already asked you about something that you used to use. Okay, now this is really interesting. Question number 1. Can you please read the question number 1 and give me your answer?
Give 3 reasons. Wait, let me see. Give 3 reasons why people might find it difficult to throw things away. So the first reason is that is a memorable, even though that is a very old, they still need to keep it. So find it very hard.
Okay.
So like throw it away. For example, that you know about when you see something that is nostalgic, that you feel like feel very happy when you see back things, like the food you have ever eaten, the books you have written, or everything else that you have good memorables, at. Which means that you like might find it hard to throw it away, because when you throw it away, that all the memories will be gone.
Okay.
So that is the main reason.
And other two.
Wait, can you say?
Other 2 reasons. Okay, they mentioned 3 reasons. Other 2 reasons.
So the second reason is first is that they are like they're memorable, and next thing is they can no longer be found again. You know that like You know that cameras. Do you know about this? What is this set? What is this set? It's not a camera. You know that. What is this? I sent you.
Okay,
Wait,
let me
do
see.
you have received it?
No, I didn't receive it yet.
So I will try to type it again. Wait. Okay, yes. Yeah, in the past, these things are very popular when phones don't have a camera things. But you know that there is something that have to put into here to make them actually usable, which is the film. Do you remember the film in the camera?
Yes, of course.
And you know that these kind of cameras that right now that are instead of some photographers that they're useful, so they sold it. But I think that there is some old cameras right now that the film don't exist anymore, which means that some people, if they keep it, they no longer use it, because that once they use it, they will be no longer be able to find again. And if this exclusive, a lot of photographers that they decide to buy that, you know that if we just saw them, we just see a normal thing. But for collectors, those things are very important and can sold for thousands of dollars, but decide not to sell it. So in conclusion, the second reason is that they are no longer be able to find again. They are exclusive, like the film or the books, like that. So and the third reason. The third reason is the simplified reason for this is because they are rare. You know about the you know about the Willy Wonka chocolate factory?
Yes, of course, I watched this movie.
Yes, and you know that they sold chocolate bars, and you know that they offered 10 people to the chocolate factory because they found the golden ticket inside, if they're lucky.
Yes.
Okay, so these things are rare. So once people complete that competition, they still keep the ticket as a memorable thing, and they will never be thrown off because they are very rare. The chance of finding them is like 1 in about 100,000. You know that in Vietnam, there's a chance of win the biggest lottery, which is 1 in 8,145,060.
Yes.
And but it's 80 times more rare. But the golden ticket is something that people always want to have. So people who have it, will keep it the same. So there are 3 words: are memorable, rare, and exclusive. A reason why people might it hard to throw things away.
Yes, I agree with you, because this is something that and what do you think, why people wants to do this? Why people wants to, for example, to do the lottery, to play the lottery? Why?
Because they are depends on they are depends on luck. You know about the 645 lottery. This is a kind of lottery.
Yes, I know
that. You know about this? And there's the second one.
Yes, I know the.
You know about how this works.
Yes, of course. You need to circle the correct 6 numbers.
They will 6 number out of 55 balls.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so you need to circle the correct amount of numbers, and this is something that is quite people can there are small chances that you can because I used to play when I was young because with my grandpa. He used to have so much luck in these games. He used to, but we used to have 7 or 45, something like this, 7 or 45. And he once or twice he scored 5 and get some money. So he 5 to correct numbers, and that was quite interesting to see. But it's really hard. It's really hard to, because for example, when someone played this game, okay, so you have in a system, okay, remember what did you play, and you will not succeed. In the most of these games, people are not winning. You know that. You maybe 1 or 2 lucky winners during the year you have, but that's it. Nothing else. So, in my opinion, this is something that they are using this They are using this to get money. And this is the principle. This is something that is related to the lottery.
Yeah.
So this is something that I think that is happening. Okay, and did you ever play lottery so far? Did you ever try to play lottery so far?
No, I haven't.
Okay. What were these numbers?
This is how the chance that you win the biggest prize, which is the 645 is 2 billion Vietnamese đồng, and the 655 is 12 billion Vietnamese đồng.
Yeah. Okay, chances are higher when you play a 6 or 45. So
Yeah.
6 or 55, you have 10 more numbers. No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. That this is the time. But I used to play because that was fun with my late grandpa. We used to play this game, but now we are not playing because, okay, of course, that was a long time ago. And to be honest, because we only pay for a small amount of money and okay, see the lottery and that's it, nothing special. So this is something that we used to do it. Okay, Khang, that was really nice. Okay, so now I have to go.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this wonderful lesson. I feel relaxed after having a lesson with you, not with little children.
Yeah.
Okay, so see you next Friday. Okay.
Yes. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Yeah.